the setting for our broadcast tonight. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. So the Nets starting five. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Not out there with Adams, and it's Russell in at the 5 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Junior's out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Russell, and it's Durant, and it's Doncic in at the shooting guard position. Well, we've seen a lot of workload adjustments for the top players in the past few years, Clark, especially when it's this early in the season.
Yeah, I think it's helpful. I'm not a huge proponent of just randomly picking games for guys to sit out, but I do understand managing minutes for everybody, especially guys that are going to carry a heavy load for you during the season. Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Releases, and Junior gets it to go on the assist by Russell. Lewis has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
LeVert against Doncic. Adams wide open. Off target from outside. And here are the Timberwolves. 4-point game. Lewis outside. And that one hits back iron. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. He was analyzing how to match up with Luka Doncic and the task of slowing him down. Coach said Luka is a smart player, well beyond his years. If we give him one look, he'll adjust quickly. So we're going to have to mix what we throw at him all night. They are well aware of the challenge Doncic presents. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Just 5 to shoot. And yes, it's good. 6 points for Junior.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against the Kings. LeVert against Doncic.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Unloads. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
LeVert finds Adams. Irving for 3. Lewis grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And Russell gets it to go.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Now, here is Irving. He's coming off a 28-point game against Phoenix.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
A nice shot by LeVert.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants LeVert to take because they know it gets him going.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Russell, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Towns, the pass to Lewis. Back to Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, I like the focus Towns has. So confident down low. Taking advantage of his size there.
Now LeVert. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Right side Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Showing determination inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Malone is out there with Junior. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's Edwards. And it's Russell in at the 1. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And that was almost one for the highlights. The long-distance alley-oop, just a fraction off the mark.
Now here's Dinwiddie. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Up top, Russell. Dinwiddie covering. That one falls. Edwards got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Stolen by Lewis. They swipe it. Inside, here's Adams, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
The first free throw is good. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He hits both from the stripe. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Adams outside. Down low. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Kings, really lit up the floor. He dropped in 38 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
14 feet away. Here's Adams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And there he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Parker's checked in. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And here we go. Adams outside. Russell against Irving. The pass to Todd. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 8 points.
You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
Back to Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Russell's checked in. Here's Irving. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Hardaway comes in for Karis LeVert. The free throw drops for Lewis.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And Junior throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
To the paint, here's Adams. They can't stop the run with that one. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a change for the Nets. Dinwiddie's checked in. 1:56 left in the first half of basketball. Adams' shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 8 to the inside. Towns lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Towns has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Adams' shot is good.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
To the middle. Here's Towns. Nice D from Russell.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Dinwiddie. Adams has got 13 points in just this quarter. Edwards with it. Now defended by Adams. And out of bounds as the Nets. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by court.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Adams is out there with time. And it's Russell in at the 5 down low. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Lewis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And stolen by Russell. And a wide open look for Irving. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 13 points.
I'll tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Pass to Adams. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And Junior throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Irving against Russell. Here's Adams. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 11. KD passes to Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Parker's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Kevin Durant.
Well, you know what? I think you got to be excited about LeVert's potential. This kid seems to get better and add more to his game every year.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Irving kicks to Adams. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Down low, here's Lewis, and Junior throws it down.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Adams. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Ty. And the Nets with possession here. 17 points was their biggest margin. LeVert with it. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Irving looking for an opening. There's the 3. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The shot's good. And now just a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Pass to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Russell with it. Picked up by Edwards. On its way from Irving for 2. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Brooklyn?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
High arcing shot, and Dinwiddie lays it in. Dinwiddie's got 21.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
Here's Irving. Here's LeVert. And rebounded by McDaniel. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Edwards. And it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Dinwiddie wide open. And it's off from 3-point range. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Irving for 3. They get it again. He gets that one. Russell's got 6 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
So for the Nets, Gallinari, he's checked in for Caris LeVert. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's Claxton. 6 points for him. Back to Dinwiddie.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Offensive rebound. And another shot. Moss. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Hardaway passes to Russell. For the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Lewis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Gallinari with the steal. They double him with Russell. To the paint. Here's Hardaway, and he converts the layup. And now it's a 9-point Nets lead.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Durant dishes to Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
That one misses. Nets leading by 3. You've got Luka Doncic. Junior's out there with Towns. And it's Durant. And it's Edwards in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
just rubbing it in their faces with that no.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Todd. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Todd's got 11 in the second half.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Composed under pressure, and he's now 4 for 4 here in the fourth.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside Hardaway. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Here's Edwards. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Adams' shot is off.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Scooped up.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And that one falls for Todd. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Russell's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Russell, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Karis LeVert comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie.
Well, you know, it's clear that Doncic is very self-confident, knows he has what it takes to knock these shots down.
Irving against Russell. Here's Adams. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Lewis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Lewis has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Looking to end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
Irving against Russell. Irving kicks to LeVert. Nets passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times. In a close game, hustle plays can really make the difference.
To the inside, Russell. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Doncic. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. That free throw good from Doncic.
You know, he's the third pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
Doncic against LeVert. Had the space there, but it's offline. Timberwolves leading by 8. And they double up Russell. Durant wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Durant's got 12 now in this quarter.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
LeVert finds Adams. First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Doncic. Lewis passes to Russell. Here's Doncic. LeVert defending. Lewis misses. Nets trail by 8. Irving with the bounce pass. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Free throw good, Russell. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Lewis. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Inside. Russell, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Durant, the pass to Lewis. To the inside. Good.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're behind by 9. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all...
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And that one's good. Russell.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
To the middle. And Junior throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And on the way from Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Doncic feeling it out. Floats it up for Junior. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.